Good morning, everybody. It's 7:08 on the East Coast, 6:08 on Central Time, and this is the morning forecast for March 7th, 2025. Top story we're going to start out this morning is with the day 2 convective outlook. We got a marginal risk for severe weather. I kind of called it last night, thinking that they were going to issue a marginal risk for the deep south, and lo and behold, we got one. So let's go in tighter and tell you who's in and who's out. This dark shaded green right here, this is your level 1 out of 5 marginal risk for severe weather. The SPC outlooks go by level 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Marginal be 1, high would be 5. This this lighter shade of green right here outside the marginal risk is your general thunderstorms, and I always call that level 0. All right, so and then I'm gonna pull up another product from the from the SPC, and we're gonna take a deeper dive into this marginal risk. But first of all, let's zoom in a little tighter. We're going to tell you who is in and who is out. So let's start with who is in. Denton, Plano, Dallas, Waco, Tyler, Beaumont, Texas, y'all are in. Louisiana, Shreveport, Monroe, Lake Charles, Lafayette, Baton Rouge, New Orleans, y'all are in. Over here to Mississippi. Let's go in a little tighter. For Mississippi, we got Jackson, Gulfport, Hattiesburg, Bay St. Louis, Biloxi, Pascagoula, Lucedale, and Diamond Head. Y'all are in, okay? And Socher's in there as well. Over here on the Alabama side, we got Mobile, we got Spanish Fort, Fairhope, Daphne, all of Mobile, Baldwin counties, all of the Eastern Shore. We got Perdido, Atmore, Bruton, Flemington. Let's go with Evergreen right up here, Monroeville, Grove Hill. Y'all are in. Over here on the southeastern side, Dothan's in, Geneva's in, Enterprise is in, Florala is in. Trying to see if it'll do it. Andalusia is in, Enterprise is in, Dothan is in, Crenshaw County, the last little bit of Crenshaw County. Greenville, I would say, is in. I would say Greenville is in. Northwest Florida, your turn. Pensacola, Brent, Pace, Milton, Gulf Breeze, Pensacola Beach, Navarre, Choctaw Bay, Defuniak, Crestview, Destin, Fort Walton Beach, Valparaiso, Walton County, Freeport, Defuniak, Paxton, and then all along 98. Panama City, you're in there. Ponce de Leon's in. Mariana is in. Pretty much all of Northwest Florida. Tallahassee is out. So that product I was going to show you about this, let's go ahead and pull it up here from the Storm Prediction Center. It pretty much just tells you who's all in and who's out. So let's go ahead. I'm going to toggle the cities off for just a second. Your tornado risk, you're at a 2. It's not a 0. Okay? And you got to keep in mind, this is the probability of a tornado within 25 miles of a certain point. So pick a point anywhere's in this green circle, and you got a 2% chance of a tornado within 25 miles. But there again, your chance is not a 0. So there is still a chance you might get a tornado, but it's not a complete 0 chance. Okay? So you still want to keep your guard up for just in case you get a tornado. Wind. So this is a probability of getting winds or gusty winds up to 50 knots or higher within 25 miles of a point. Severe criteria for a storm to be warned on severe limits. The winds had to be 59 miles or greater. So anywhere's on that, like, there we go again. 25 miles of a point. You got a 5% chance of getting strong to gusty winds. Your hail chances is 5% as well, of 1 inch in diameter or greater within 25 miles of a point. Now this one has changed. It goes from Santa Rosa County all the way over here to Dallas and back down to the coast. Pretty much covers the whole state of Louisiana, about southern to south Mississippi and southwest Alabama. So that's that product I wanted to show you. So let's go back to the GIS. And keep in mind that is a day 2 convective. Okay. Day 3 convective, this whole system's going to shift over right here into around Tallahassee, over to Jacksonville, southern Georgia. Savannah, you are out. So, okay, what does this mean? I'm fixing to tell you. So let's go back to your SPC, okay, and let's go with your day 3 convective. Like I said, it's all the way from Tallahassee to Jacksonville and southern Georgia. So let's check this one out, okay? Some larger populated cities in the risk area: Tallahassee, yes; Albany, Georgia; Valdosta, Hinesville, Thomasville. And it seems like this is just going to be warned on. Oh, okay. So anywhere's in this, you got a 5% chance, 5% probability of severe weather within 25 miles. So it's a low end level 1 out of 5. I'm gonna watch this very closely, especially since it's going to be tapping into some good moisture here. Good moisture, since you got the Atlantic and the Gulf. So let's go back to the GIS. So that's the main story, is the potential for severe weather as it's indicating by the day 2 and day 3 convective outlook. So let's take a look at your watches warnings map. Let's take a look at the watch warning map. Show you the continental U.S. Winter storm warnings for pretty much the Great Plains. Winter weather advisory for much of Iowa, Nebraska, and winter storm warnings for the top part of the state of Nebraska. Winter storm warnings along the mountains, on the mountain ranges in Colorado, Utah, New Mexico, and Arizona. Winter weather advisories continue for the mountain ranges as well. As I said, in Iowa, Nebraska, top part of Texas, and the handle of Oklahoma, the very bottom part of Colorado, and the bottom 3 counties in Kansas that touch Oklahoma, and on the mountain ranges in New Mexico. and a little sliver of Arizona. In Georgia, we're still holding on to the frost advisory, and then we're also hanging on to the freeze warning. Up here in the northeast, we got a wind advisory and a high wind warning for for Massachusetts and all of just pretty much the top portion of the northeast. Got a winter weather advisory and a winter storm warning for the top part of Maine as well. That we're going to put the radar on here in a second and show it to you with the watches warnings on. As we look at the radar now, let's cut it on. As you can see, got some snow falling. Got some snow falling in Nebraska, Iowa, and up here on the northeast. Like I said, that's why there's a winter storm warning, and a winter storm advisory. Got some wet weather falling right here in Kentucky, Indiana, Illinois. Starting to come into Tennessee a little bit. Arkansas is getting a little bit, but up here in Iowa, North Missouri, and Nebraska, you're dealing with snow. Back towards Salt Lake City, got a little bit of snow falling, and then over here in Arizona, got a little bit of snow falling as well. Let's take a look at temperatures. Let's take a look at the temperatures this morning across the U.S. Seattle's sitting at 36, Portland's at 40, Sacramento's at 27, Los Angeles 48, 45 Las Vegas, Salt Lake City's at 32, Phoenix 59, Albuquerque 41, El Paso 53, Dallas 59, Oklahoma City 55, Billings is at Bismarck is at 17 this morning. Des Moines is at 34, St. Louis 42, Nashville's at 39, Tuscaloosa is at 41, 42 for Mobile, 35 for Tallahassee, 39 Atlanta. Up here in the Northeast, Maine is at Caribou is at 32, Burlington, New York is at 23, Boston's at 29, New York 38, Buffalo 29, Washington D.C. 35, Roanoke is at 36, Greensboro 38, Charlotte is at 38, Charleston is at 37, Nashville's at 39. So we're cold this morning, except when you get towards Tampa, it was at 55, and 54 is for Miami. So pretty much all around, it's a little chilly this morning. I would say the temperatures are going to get up into the. It's going to get pretty warm today. Let's do. I want to look at the dew points this morning. Dew points around the wet weather, 29, 32, 33, 32 degrees. Let's do. I'm just taking a look at the wind gusts. I'm just looking at something real quick. But I'm gonna show y'all today's day one convective. And there's really nothing going on with today. It's a general thunderstorm area for a good chunk of New Mexico, Arizona, and around Dallas. Nothing's going to be. I don't think we're going to get any severe weather today. let's look at the if it'll pull it up. Let's look at the amount. Oh, yes, we can. So up around. So we got 0.02 inches falling. So far, 0.02 inches has fallen. 0.01, 0.27, 0.32, and up around Maine, 0.39 has fallen. 1.37 inches has already fallen up around Maine. Other than that, pretty much nothing's going on today. Nothing too major. So the next forecast will probably be around 4 or 5 o'clock this evening, and we're going to take a deeper dive into the severe weather potential for tomorrow. Other than that, I'm going to leave y'all with the look at the radar, and it is 7:24 in the morning, 6:24 Central, 4 in the morning Mountain Time, 3 in the morning on the West Coast. I hope y'all have a good day, and we will see y'all tonight.